Marc Thiessen, now Fox News contributor, rejoin you, or joins me, however. Look, we saw that in that San Diego, California shelter, where it's dwindled down to not a single person coming to the shelter. I mean, the president is keeping his promise. Talk to me about, though, just the onslaught of push against him.
Well, what's amazing about it is that it just shows what a crisis of choice this was under Joe Biden. I mean, remember when the Democrats told us we can't possibly secure the border unless you pass the bipartisan border bill? Well, they didn't pass the bipartisan border bill. Trump has not gotten a dime more money from Congress. He hasn't gotten a single additional authority from Congress. And the illegal border crossings are down 90% and headed for a 60-year low. All it took was presidential will. And a new border czar, replacing Kamala Harris with Tom Homan, who's a hero because he's actually enforcing the border.
Yeah, I mean, the will to do it, but also the skill to lead through it. I mean, we had former Vice President Kamala Harris in charge of the border by her boss, Joe Biden, and it was lacking there. Some Democrats are working to resist the administration when it comes to illegal immigrant arrests and deportations. I don't know why you want to defend and then resist against criminals getting picked up, but that's what they're doing. Far-left Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez hosted a webinar last week showing illegals how you go around the system. Don't open your doors to the Immigration Customs Enforcement officers. And she had some more advice. Take a look.
When one of these things comes to your backyard, you can resist. And what that happens over millions of people is that you generate enough friction that they cannot go as fast as they want to go. Make sure that you are slowing down this system.
Border czar Tom Homan said he wants clarity from the Justice Department on whether AOC has crossed the line with that event. She fired back at the comment, and have the post here. Maybe he can learn to read the Constitution would be a good place to start. It's a back and forth, and Tom Homan gets the last word.
What I find disturbing is that any member of Congress wants to educate people how they evade law enforcement. You can claim you're educating those constitutional rights. Okay, you can keep that claim. But what she in fact is doing is telling people don't open your door, hide in your home, don't talk to ICE. We're talking about people who are in the country illegally, committed a crime, they're a public safety threat. AOC and others don't want ICE to enforce the laws that they enacted. She's a member of Congress. Let us enforce the laws you enacted. That's what we're supposed to do.
You know, I'll tell you one thing about this. If you're pressing against this, there has to be time and attention taken away with 74 legal cases against this administration already with the steps that they're making. I mean, America deserves to see what this president would do, but you got to put some attention on some of that pushback. Or do you not?
Yeah, imagine if a member of Congress produced a video on how shoplifters can avoid getting prosecuted or arrested. I mean, it's literally the same thing. And one of the things Tom Homan is very wisely focusing on illegal aliens with criminal records, but every illegal alien in this country is a criminal because crossing the border illegally is a crime. I mean, and AOC, her beef isn't with Tom Homan, it's with Barack Obama. Barack Obama was, when he came into office, he doubled the number of prosecutions for people for crossing the border illegally from 40,000 a year to 100,000 a year. It's something I call people used to call the Sonny Bono doctrine, which Sonny Bono was Cher's ex-husband, who was a member of Congress, was asked, "What's your position on illegal immigration?" And he said, "It's illegal." And it's funny
Obama has
because
said that too. It's all over YouTube. You can look it up.
But it's funny because it's so self-evident, but it's not evident to people.
To break into our country. It's so obvious where the crime starts. All right, liberal hysteria over the Department of Government efficiency efforts to cut waste is continuing now. Here's a liberal network host, apoplectic over Elon Musk heading that department, DOGE, as you know the acronym spells. He also had some interesting words for Democrats.
I'd just like you to show that you give a that you got a little emotion about the fact that people are losing their jobs indiscriminately. I'd just like to see somebody wake the up and get excited about the fact that your country is under assault. They're not at the gate anymore. They're in your bedrooms. They're in your living rooms. They're in your businesses. They got your data, dumb. They got all your stuff. Elon Musk has his tentacles in everything you're doing, and nobody seems to give a So that's all I want, somebody to show that they care enough to get off their fat and say something about it.
That is so disrespectful. Like, I can understand why people don't want to watch them. I mean, that's really, really beyond the pale. And not true. He's going to have to show some receipts. Otherwise, those lawsuits can flow both ways. President Trump and Elon Musk sat down with Sean Hannity and touched on the issue.
They want you two to start hating each other, and they try, President Elon Musk, for example. You do know that they're doing that to you.
Oh, I see it all the time. They tried it, then they stopped. That wasn't. They have many different things of hatred. Actually, Elon called me. He said, you know, they're trying to drive us apart. I said, absolutely. They're actually bad at it, because if they were good at it, I'd never be president. Because I think nobody in history has ever gotten more bad publicity than me. I could do the greatest things. I get 98% bad publicity. I could do, outside of you and a few of your very good friends, it's like the craziest thing. But you know what I have learned, Elon? The people are smart. They get it.
Yeah, they do, actually.
They get it. They really see what's happening.
Your reaction?
Well, first of all, the Democrats are in complete disarray because the resistance is dead. I mean, you know, if you compare this from 2016 when they were trying to destroy Donald Trump, now they're just defeated. I mean, they threw everything they had at him. The Mueller probe, 2 impeachments, 91 indictments. There were even 2 assassination attempts, and he survived everything. He's like that Marvel superhero when you have the scene where they're throwing every rocket and every grenade and everything at him and the smoke clears, and he's standing there completely unscathed.
Still there.
And not just unscathed, strengthened. Strengthened. He's in a position. And what are they doing? They're sitting there defending foreign aid. I mean, and illegal immigration, not deporting people with criminal records. Just, you know, 80-20 issues. Be on the right side.
Yeah. Defending foreign aid, especially some of which was going to terrorist organizations. Look, I wrote it down. It's a quote of the day to know about. Dems are angry because the resistance is dead. Marc Thiessen said that. Good to see you. Thank you.